Today we are going to show a demonstration on ATV center of gravity. ATVs are built for a single rider. They have a long seat, which we may refer to as a rider active seat. This means that the rider has the ability to move to the front and back and side to side on the seat to maintain balance when going over uneven ground.
Many times, you may hear people talk about the ATV having a low center of gravity. The center of gravity is the point which weight is evenly dispersed and all sides are in balance. An ATV with a lone rider and no cargo maintains a center of gravity that is low to the ground and centered. Since the ATV's engine and frame make up the majority of its total weight.
We can demonstrate the effect that the center of gravity has on the ATV and its rider by using a tilt table. The tilt table will simulate a rider operating their ATV on a side hill or ravine. As the rider continues across the side hill, at some point the angle becomes too great and the ATV will want to tip. In this simulation, we measured that tipping point at 38 degrees.
So, what happens when you add additional weight to the ATV? Maybe you want to go out and spray weeds on a fence line, so you add up a full liquid spray tank, or you pick up some large rocks or logs.
By adding this weight, we have now moved the center of gravity up on the machine. Again, the center of gravity is the point at which weight is evenly dispersed and all sides are in balance. Because the weight that is sitting on top of the ATV is closer to the weight of the ATV's engine and frame, it moves the center of gravity from being low to the ground to being much closer to the level of the seat. Depending on the load, the center of gravity might not only move up on the machine, but towards the front or back, making it less stable on uphill and downhill operation.
So, how does the center of gravity affect the tipping point? Back on the tilt table, our ATV operator is driving across that side hill as the slope of the hill increases. You see that the tipping point is now 20 degrees, showing that the ATV with a high center of gravity cannot safely operate on the same slope as demonstrated earlier. Operation uphill or downhill will also be less stable and more dangerous.
To maintain safe operation of your ATV, it is key to maintain a center of gravity that is low and centered on the machine. The addition of weight from cargo not only limits the operator's ability to shift on the seat to help maintain that stability, but it also can move the center of gravity up on the machine as well as forward or backward on the ATV, depending where the load is placed.
Be a safe operator. Enforce the one seat, one rider rule on your ATV. Wear the appropriate safety gear and always be careful when operating on uneven terrain.